Another day, another Chaotix prototype. This one actually is the build from December 27th, and it's still noisy as all get out, so I'll mute the volume. What's new in this one? Let's go to special stage first. Graphics are a little different, very flickery. I think if I wasn't trying to record it, the flickering would look at a little bit better, so it might actually seem almost transparent. Also, they've actually put a few items in the special stage this time. Not that it matters for much. I think it's more of just a tech demo as to be like, so this is how we put items in the special stage. What's interesting is that the build that's right after this one, which is 2 days later, December 29th, doesn't have any items in any of the special stages. I'll show it to you later, I guess. Not this video, but the next one. So yeah, I don't need to pick up any blue spheres because the limit is set at 0, as you can see. So as long as you don't run out of rings, you can finish this easily. Yeah, this is a kind of gaudy background. I'm glad they changed it for later. Still, it's sort of interesting the kind of evolution it went through, as even later versions of this, at least up through January or so, kept looking similar to that. So, yeah, now it's just pray that our ring count holds out for the rest of this, because otherwise we won't make it to the end. And, I mean, there's not a whole lot to show you, but instead of get the holy ring, they have something else entirely at the very end of this. Incidentally, the second special stage, in case you're wondering, is really the same as in like the previous build in that there are no items, but it does actually have the 3-ring limit. So when you actually encounter it, it looks like some of the later stuff. So you'll see that it'll say like how many spheres to go next after you don't finish it the first time, and there's no way to complete it. Also, in case you're wondering about the bonus stage, they have enabled spinning in this one. Just hold on for a second. I want to make sure that I'm playing the right one. It's hard to keep track of all of these. Yes, this is the build from 27. Sorry about that. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, now you can bounce back and grab multiple items. A much, much better setup, and probably what they were intending for, given the nature of the bonus stage. Okay, amazing arena we're on now. So yeah, starts out black and white, not surprising I guess. The music I do believe is the happy kind. And interestingly enough, this time there is no switch there. So yeah, I find that rather unusual. The stuff that uses like the 32X to display things for the most part looks completely wrong, at least for things that should adjust colors with the background and stuff. So that's like this parts of this platform. I mean, the enemies always look the same no matter whether or not the switches have been activated or not. So I do find it interesting, though, that considered that it was actually a bit the light switches and stuff were implemented in the previous build, but not in this one. So I'm just gonna finish up this level, I guess, just to show you that, you know, yeah, like in some of the other builds. Anyway, in case you're wondering, if you come up to this thing here, does jack squat. Jack squat. So yeah, that's another thing we've done, demonstrated, that the previous build actually had this level in some ways in a more complete state. Yeah, signpost is the same as in the previous build. They haven't changed it to the more recent one. So yeah, there's a bit more functionality. The exit and play stuff's been added. Fast forward, turn that off. As you can see here, they've put on the display here with the new Tragic High Zone stuff. There's the combi catcher, but its graphics are all messed up. Don't know what to make of that. And then there's this here. It's easy to jump and screw things up like that. And then boom, Mighty just randomly appears over there. So yeah, the player locking into position for this area isn't quite right. Also, as you can see, the graphics for 3 of the slots just aren't done right either. And when you select one, it doesn't do any zooming or scaling or anything. Also, in case you're wondering, if you select level 1 from the level select, absolutely nothing happens, like for the world entrance, I mean, or you get a glitched up area. So yeah, NPC select is like in the other builds and stuff, but that level select you saw in the even earlier build has been completely done away with. So yeah, that's something to note. Also, we'll go back again because, I mean, that was finished in the previous build. So Botanic Base, Techno Tower, Marina Madness, they're going to be the same as in the final. But Speed Slider, that was the most incomplete one. We'll do it at night on level 1. And we'll see. Is there any difference as a result? Yeah, looks like there might be graphically. Because, yeah, it would be that there would be more than one palette. So, yeah, still, I mean, right now it seems kind of subtle to me. Yep, but there you can really tell. It's probably even more like a noticeable thing for some of the later times as well. But I am pretty sure that this one didn't have anything like that in the previous build. This level didn't do the times of day like that. Okay, up we go over here, and as you can see, yeah, they've definitely placed a bunch of items, rings and stuff, springs like that, and the loops work now, to a degree anyway. I mean, there's the plane switching error that you get because the graphics aren't all being handled by the same system, so that's that. Yeah. Anyway, if you are wondering, you can still do the whole glitchy ring graphical thing in this one too. It's hard to pull off, though, and I'd have to grab 50 rings and stuff. I don't really want to do that. Another thing to note is that, yeah, if you can hear that, that's actually the bad ending that plays, like, of a level, like what you'd get with a game over in the final.